What's good, YouTube? Dorsey Made Gaming here. Y'all, I'm finna get on this live stream real quick, so I'm gonna be on the live stream while this video is gonna be uploading. However, a lot of big news coming today. Dion just did uploaded a video. The link is in the description. I'm actually gonna show a clip from that, because there was a lot to take away from it. I'm not going to post the whole thing. That link is going to be in the description to his channel. Go subscribe to him, watch the video in its entirety. The reason why I'm not posting all of it, because a lot of it is what we've pretty much already covered on the channel already with the previous video, but there was some new details. Big shout out to Trevor, Clutch brother, coming through again, man, because if I had seen it, I wouldn't have watched it, because I'm like, I already know about this, but he was like, there's some stuff in there that we didn't know about. And what is the stuff? What is the stuff? Let's take a look at this clip, and
I got the man, Rex. Everybody know Rex, man. Most people love Rex. Some people, you know, not so much. But Rex Dixon, the creative director of gameplay for Madden. This is the man I want to talk to, man. Rex got all the answers. Rex got all the leaks. And we're going to talk to him about the gameplay inside of MUT Squad. So we got some new features that are actually going to be very key inside of that mode. What can we hear, or what you got for us on that?
So a lot of our focus for MUT Squads was we knew we had to make wide receiver DB fun, and I've even told people on Twitter, the only way I'm going to bring back team play, we're going to work on this, is if we make every position on the field fun to play. So there's no way we're going to do it without also investing big on wide receiver DB mechanics. So we built a whole new interaction system for getting off the line, press, beat press, chucking a guy inside or outside, rerouting him. And it creates this really interesting dynamic where user on user, one of them controlling a corner, one of them controlling a wide receiver, can have this one-on-one matchup on the edge. And sometimes he stonewalls you, other times you blow by him, and it almost feels like your own individual meta out there, which is really, really cool. So we get you some off the line stuff, and then the other thing we added was a cut move mechanic. So for those people who want to cut more precisely or want to run very specific routes, you hold down the bumper and then just flick the right stick in the direction you want to cut, and it'll retain your loco direction. That'll enable you to do hard cut routes. Ah,
so no longer do we have to just run like this.
Right, you can still do that, but if you want a sharp cut, or you want to run something like a stop and go or something like that, the more complex routes, the cut modifier is the way to go.
So we have the DB, wide receiver interaction. Anything else, maybe from the offensive end?
Yeah, one of the big ones, and we learned this through play, is the target passing mechanic. What we figured out when people started playing MUT Squads is, hey, I want you to cut left, so you tell your receiver, like, cut left, and you can already be thinking about where you want to place the ball. So what the target passing mechanic does is it allows you to communicate to your receiver and say, I'm going to throw to this spot on the field, and you can move the icon there and let it rip, and he knows exactly where you're going to throw because you're telling him, like, I'm going to place it right on the 50 near the sideline, and all he has to do is get his ass there and get open. So one of the things you do, it's really important in MUT Squads, is the quarterback has to be communicating to his receivers, because if receivers are making cuts when the quarterback's throwing, you're going to get picked. So it's really important the communication is there, and one of the things that helps accentuate that is telling your receiver to make a cut and then using the target passing mechanic to give him a precise spot you're going to place the ball.
Awesome. Nice. And as well, this is something that isn't exclusive to MUT Squads, but something that's a big part of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit different for us, because I'd call it a very hardcore mechanic. Guys like me, who we call ourselves mid-cores, we call it the target interception mechanic sometimes, because it's so kind of difficult to use that you throw a lot of interceptions unless you're willing to spend the time to lab it out, to understand where the holes in the defense are, to understand which routes can be modified in which ways. There's so much depth to that mechanic that I think the people who are going to benefit the most from it are the people who are going to spend thousands of hours in the lab and really perfect where their placement is.
Nice. What that tells me is skill gap.
Yeah, huge.
I'm one of those guys, and I'm upset when there's something put in the game that takes away from the skill gap. I think this is adding to it big time. So if you got the time to invest, I don't know if you know this or not, I have a MUT Squads team. We're undefeated. Haven't been beat. I think we've had a game within 10 points. We had an off day. I challenged the developers. I challenged Pat. I challenged, who else? I challenged Jake.
That ain't saying much.
They fear me in this building. They said you, though.
Yeah.
They said you got heart, but on the sticks you probably don't got it. You might be the worst defensive coordinator in the building.
Okay. Let's just back up here, because what happened in the game we're talking about is that I came in with a base team. I was a 56 OVR, and one of our testers came in with a 98 overall defense, and I got all the crap because they're like, you can't call defense. I had like a 40-point skill gap between the two teams.
Okay.
So in my defense, if I was playing with a 90 overall team, I would have whipped Jake and Belanca or anyone else's. But don't forget, I'm the creative director of this game, and I've been heavily involved in this game mode. I understand the intricacies of flawless execution on the field. So I am one person you will absolutely want on your squad next year.
Sounding like a big word for all the exploits and all of the cheese. So maybe we can get a match at EA Play though.
Big word for a big man, though. What are you going to get in that weight room, IMAP?
Rex.
Man, shout out to EA for letting your boy bring you guys this exclusive Team Play is back. It's called Mud Squads. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new so you can be in the loop of all the new Madden 18 news I got coming your way. It's your boy Mav, signing out. Catch you at EA Play.
Hot one! Hey, who's the team third right there?
Did y'all just see that? Did y'all just hear that? Man, what? What we been talking about, man? What have I been telling y'all about? One of the greatest things I've been talking about that I want to see improved in Madden is the defensive back play. The DBs are not playing like real DBs. I said it today in the podcast. I've said it countless times in the streams. Man, I've said it in the defensive improvement videos. And I know that Rex said that this is going to be in Madden Ultimate Team, but I can't. It would be completely out of this world that it wouldn't be in the rest of the game. I'm sad that team play is only in Madden Ultimate Team, though. I really thought it was going to be maybe in franchise mode and stuff like that too, but it sounds like it's only going to be in Ultimate Team. But anyway, man, so I wonder now if they do have a franchise or a career mode to where you can play as a corner, I wonder, are those same mechanics going to carry over? Because the way that he's describing it is that now at the cornerback position, not only can you jack his butt up at the line of scrimmage and completely destroy all doubt of ever running a route, but you can actually set it up to where you can jam that guy and force him outside, or you can force him inside. And not only that, but there's huge risk involved, because if you miss, you pretty much beat. Man, your boy too hyped, man. I'm too excited about that, man. And another thing, we talked about the target passing system. Rex did allude to that a little bit. And essentially what the target pass system is going to be like, it's basically going to play a pretty big role for the skill players. And by skill, I mean, finally, I think Madden is getting to the point where no longer are people winning just off of pure luck from the computer. Like they said, this is the year of the user. And you're really going to win and lose games based off of your skill in the game. I'm going to be one of them that's going to be playing for thousands of hours to perfect my craft. You dig what I'm saying? Man, I'm too hyped. So basically with the target pass system is that, yeah, you can throw it to your receiver, but there's windows. And like he said, the receivers are able to make these cuts and things of that nature. If you throw it and the receiver's making this cut, and now he was alluding to team play, he said, look, that's pretty much picked off, man. So in team play, there's going to have to be a lot of unison. And that target passing system is going to make that stand out even more. I cannot wait to see how this is going to play out. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. You know, y'all know I hadn't been a Madden Ultimate Team player. But with the stuff that he's talking about in team player, which I know pretty sure is going to be in the regular game and franchise mode as well. Can't wait to get my hands on that. But with those things in the game, you can't help but be like, man, I can picture some guys, some of us playing together, building that chemistry and doing what's going to be in this game in Madden Ultimate Team. And I'm not going to lie. I would play Madden Ultimate Team for that. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm a defensive-minded guy. I'm going to come real with the D. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Get your minds out the gutter. But, you know, and I'm excited about it, man. I'm not even going to lie. I wasn't previous a Madden Ultimate Team player, but, and y'all don't get me wrong. Don't think that don't think that I'm crossing over. Franchise mode is still near and dear to my heart. I know franchise mode on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to definitely try Madden Ultimate Team out in Madden 18 with some team play. So y'all expect that. Expect that. But that's all I got for right now, y'all. I got to get on this live stream. Y'all going to be tuning in while this video is uploading. And we finna have some fun in Madden 18. Not to mention, I need to be a game changer, man. There need to be me out there with the camera, recording and stuff like that, uploading stuff for us to watch and stuff like that, man. If you haven't seen the podcast, y'all, stay tuned to that. I'm still waiting for word back from iTunes on an approval for that. So any topics that y'all want to hear on the podcast and things of that nature, drop that down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. We are extremely close to 1,000 subscribers, man. We are so close. And I'll tell you what, man. We're going to make it, man. We're going to make it big. Till next time, y'all. And God bless. Y'all still here? Go! What you still doing here for? Get out! Oh, let's go watch. Let's. I got the controller right here, y'all. Come on. Let's go play. Let's go.